Guys, it's Jay with Weed Warriors. Just want to put out a video to help some of you with things that we don't normally do, because we can help you with weed control, disease, insect issues on your plants, whether it's grass, shrubs, or trees. But what we can't do, or what we don't do, is we don't plant plants. And so this will be a complement to our service to help you understand some things that aren't just general knowledge. At least we find it being a common mistake. So whenever you do decide to plant a tree, spring is a great time to plant trees. A lot of people do it in the spring. There's other times of year that are great times also. But nevertheless, if you do find yourself planting a tree this spring or anytime this year, if you'll notice on here, what we did, since we were out here already putting this product around their tree, which is a kind of like a fertilizer that we have another video on. This tree right here, you can see this is where the soil level was. And we raised it up because the root crown actually is really low down here, and this tree was really struggling. One of the things that this tree needed to help it was to bring it up out of the ground and not bury it so deep. So if you ever see somebody tell you to bury the tree this much above the ground, the reason why they're doing that is because when you plant a bush or a tree in the ground, it's going to sink after you plant it. Especially assuming you dug a really big hole, which, by the way, you need to dig a really big hole. If you don't dig the hole big enough to where you feel silly, then you didn't dig it big enough. Not deep, but wide. It needs to be wider than what you would think. It doesn't need to be deeper than a foot or 2 foot, 2 feet at the very most, but roots don't go down deeper than 2 feet. And so really you're thinking more like a foot, foot and a half. But if it's not wide, because roots want to go this way, they want to go sideways horizontally. And so if you dug that much out and then you put your plant in, it's going to sink. So start up high, let it come down, because even if this one was planted at soil level, you can see over time it dropped down to where this much was buried underground, and this part of the tree was not made to stay. It wasn't created or designed to stay underground like that. And so raise up your height. Also today when we were putting some of this product out, we saw a customer who had burlap or landscape cloth around the root ball still when we pulled back their pine straw, and it was covered in landscape cloth. And that was a reason that tree was struggling, was it wasn't getting enough water, nutrients. The roots weren't able to come out and go and get what it wanted to get, being water and nutrients. And so make sure if you have some kind of landscaping cloth or burlap around the root ball, that you get that removed. The bottom side, that's fine, but the sides and the top, it'd be a lot better if you could get it off, so that way the roots can go, can go and search and find the things that it wants to be able to grow and live. So as always, whenever you're wanting to grow things, you have to think of the things that are unseen, that you can't see, because those greatly affects the things that you do see, which is a great truth just in life in general. So I hope that helps. And I hope you have a great day. Let us know if you have any questions about that.